Finally I'm able to record this with no issues. Yeah. Still having little issues right now. Anyways, this is kind of just like a testing video. I'll call it like that. Well, not like a testing, but kind of like the first video where I'm using my camera this way. So, you guys are too loud, man. Why are you so... I think it's okay like this. No, like this. Okay, anyways. As always, like, these videos are more chill, more talking about random stuff. My thoughts on everything and stuff, you know, like I find it pretty cool. That way you can like connect with people, kind of like show that, like, you know, there's like there's someone alive, you know, with stuff going on too behind the screen, you know. That's what I mean. I enjoy that. I enjoy doing that. It's just this is new for me, so I apologize if I'm a little, I don't know, awkward or new to this. So this is the beginning of the journey of doing all this type of stuff. So anyways, I wanted to play Mortal Kombat 1, but I have it on a console, so it was just way too complicated to freaking record that. But I'll do it in another way someday. So this is kind of just playing a game, talking, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna begin shortly. Just give me a minute. Drinking coffee at night. How crazy am I to do something like that? Anyway. Okay, anyway, sorry, I lost myself for a little bit. So what am I going to talk about today? Well, a lot of stuff. Well, I'll just see what comes to mind, because like I do have stuff, but I don't know where to start. One of the things that I wanted to talk about is leadership. How we have bad view of how leadership works or how leadership is. What I mean by that is because like it's how I see the way I see things inside jobs. How it's how like I forgot the name of the word. Like how it is seen, like the bosses, you know, like your boss, like everything what everybody fears in the job. I mean, not everyone, right? But most of the time, you're like always hurrying up and stuff because your boss and this, like he's like in control of everything you do there. Right? He's always like on your back. Something that I hate, to be honest. Um, sorry, it's hard for me sometimes to like keep track of what I'm talking about. But well, the point is that I'm at this job thing, right? Well, not kind of job, but like internship of what I'm studying, and I'm observing a lot. I know, like, I'm very observant when it comes, like, whatever the environment that I'm in. I notice things. Well, the no thing that I noticed was pretty obvious, but so there was this project, right, that the school was doing. The school, I mean well, yeah, the company that I'm in. There was this project, and so it's a protocol, right? The project has a protocol, and you have to like follow what they tell you. Of course, yeah, you know, like everything normal there. But what I just noticed is how it doesn't matter where you work. There's always going to be at least one bad leader, someone who's a boss. Like the way they think that how a boss is. Like a boss needs to be a leader. I don't know how to. I don't know how am I using those words. I don't know if I'm using those words correct. But a boss has to be a leader, and the way that bosses, the way that they portray of like what a boss is, my opinion, is just incorrect. Uh, why am I saying this? Because uh, we were like working in this project, right? As I was saying, there was this project they were doing, and there's a certain amount that you can. Oh my god! There's like certain things that you are allowed to do, right? So you cannot like um, you have to follow the protocol, even if you know what like how to do things and what's gonna happen. You have to follow the protocol because otherwise you're gonna get in trouble and stuff. Um, but the point is that we were like testing connectivity, right? Because I'm in network administration, the worst career you could ever choose, at least in my opinion. It's so freaking miserable. At least if you don't want to get called at like 3 in the morning because the servers are down, like so fucking stupid. And then they expect you to be at 8 in the morning. Anyways, I'm losing track. Um, so there was this. We were testing connectivity, right? And we were like testing the switches and all of that stuff. And that's all we were doing, right? There was gonna be like setting up some phones and stuff in this room, but we were just testing connectivity. We weren't really like adding anything because the protocol said don't do anything, don't move anything. However, we had like to move stuff to like test the ports and stuff. That's all we were doing. And we go back to this room, and I see this guy, this tall guy. I was like, wow, who is he? Isn't he some kind of boss, right? I don't know the company's positions. Like I don't know any of that. I just know like there's a boss and stuff, right? So it's probably like the boss, like super up. I don't know what position he was. He was probably in charge of every. Oh, he was in charge of like several buildings around the company. Anyways, there I noticed there was this, like employees. They were like talking everyone. And he started like getting mad at the moment he saw us. Like not super mad or yelling, but he like his voice was like getting louder. Like in a, it just seems so unprofessional. Like the way he's talking. Moment. Like, what are these guys doing here? Like, you were like you're following protocol. I don't remember what he said, man, but I know that he did say like, what are these guys doing here? And thing is, we weren't like doing anything. We were just like following the protocol, right? But what I'm saying is, like we explained later, like right, it was like no, we're just testing connectivity. Like that's all we're doing. We're not like doing anything else. Oops, I know I should be getting the gasoline. I'm not doing it. I'm like losing myself in my thoughts. So the way they react, because it was not just that. Like I got told that this guy has yelled someone before, because of something. There was this like this employee. I was like using a ladder for something, and he positioned the ladder in a way that's like dangerous, right? It's just so weird how, like, it's like he had, like he saw him, it's like he yelled at him, it's like, why are you having the chair like that? It was like, calm down, you don't have to yell, dude. Like, chill. Like, why are you yelling? What gives them the right to yell at you? Why can't you just explain to me what's going on calmly? I understand if you get mad at someone, if you repeat, like, if they're making the same mistake over and over and over again and they're affecting the whole company, right? Like, I understand, because, like, you're telling him, like, 1,000 times, he's not listening. It's like, hey, dude, like, what the hell? Like, okay, I understand if you get mad about that. Like, it's okay, we get mad. We can get mad. And there's people who don't understand. They won't understand until you, like, yell at them and tell them, like, hey, like, pay attention, man. You know? But if it's just an accident, why do you have to yell? Why do you have to be so rude at the, like at the just for one mistake? And it's made that's the problem with part of the many problems that there is when it comes to like working at a job. That your day to day, you're scared. You're scared because you're like, you don't want to make a mistake because you don't want to get yelled at, because it's not nice to get yelled at, right? Just so you know, it doesn't help you in anything getting yelled at. It just actually makes you emotionally hurt if you don't know how to handle it, by the way. How do I know this? Because when, you know, when very common, like dads, you know, in families, like they yell at their kids, like, oh, it's gonna make them tough. No, it's not. It's gonna break them emotionally, and they're gonna grow up with a bunch of problems. So the whole yelling thing is not at all good technique to teach someone to be like tough or anything. That's not how it works. That's a whole different topic. But anyways, um, and that's when I was like seeing this, like creating this theory of why always those guys in those positions, the bosses, are always so unprofessional. Like those guys at that stage, they should know a lot. Like they should be professional. They should know what it's like, how it is to be a leader. Because being a boss, nowadays we see it as, oh, he's the boss. He's like, he just barks orders and he just tells you what to do. And if you don't do it, he gets mad at you. That's not how it works. That's not how it should be. You know how gorillas choose their like their leader? Or at least from what I know, right? I might be wrong, right? But I always put this like analogy that's used in gorillas, that they choose their leader with the silverback gorillas, you know. They choose them by like the gorillas that calm down the fights between the between them, like the gorilla that knows how to calm them down, call like the fights down. Like, sorry, my English is terrible. Calming, like you know, like the fights between them, like the guy that knows, not the guy, the gorilla that knows how to handle his own species throughout, like being calm. He's not like the strong. I mean, they look strong, right? They're strong, naturally strong, but they don't choose him based on how strong they are or how, like, how many gorillas he beats. They chose him for how he knows how to handle things. He's like, and this is where it is applied to humans. And being a leader is like being emotionally intelligent. I believe that's the word. Because like the boss that you see normally at a job. Oh my god, you guys are gonna have to cover me. I took like an hour to actually grab one gasoline. I was talking. You normally see them as like the guy you should fear, and that's not how it should be. Like, a boss should know how to be a leader. And a leader, a real boss, a real, well, I don't know how to like differentiate the both of what they both mean, right? But like being a leader is like, you know, Elias died? What happened to Elias? Where is Elias? I'm gonna revive Elias. Oh, if I can. If I can. Oh my god. Oh, 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 oh. I apologize. I apologize. I'm like getting distracted. So, what's going on? So, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Where was I, man? I lost myself. So yeah, hold on. I'm like getting track of what I was saying, and I apologize. I apologize. So yeah, like what I was saying, like the difference between a boss and a leader, right? They're not the same thing, or at least that's what I believe, right? But like, what I want to like make the difference, right? Like, it's not, we see when we hear the word boss, it's like the guy that barks orders, right? A leader is the one that knows how to. Oh my goodness, this guy can climb stuff. I mean, walls, crazy. A leader knows how to talk people down, understand his own team, being with his team, working together, encouraging them, understanding his own people. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. We have the wrong view that a leader has to be like this emotional, like, like I see it. I see it. Like every time I talk to someone that's like a charge, like a boss. they don't tell you anything. Like you like they're like they're going like straight to the point. They will never let you show any type of emotion at all, or their personality. Or at least that's what I've experienced so. And oh shoot, nice man. Here. Anyways, so was it up there? I didn't pay attention. Get out of the way. Oh, sorry, dude. I lose track of. So yeah, the like it happens to me, but like every so often that I'm trying to talk about something, where when I'm in front of the camera, I lose the point. Anyways, um, kind of grab where I left off. Um, so yeah, okay. So I was explaining the whole boss thing, right? And how it is even seen in like animals, you know, like in gorillas. I remember reading that. I don't know where or when, but I remember knowing that. I mean, you can look it up, right? I can look it up right now. But like it goes to show. Oh yes, I remember now. So they have this like fake way of. Jesus, what's going on, man? They have like this like fake way of thinking that a boss needs to be like so detached from everyone, and he's like imposing. Like that's not how it has to be, and I feel like that's it. It only makes things worse rather than make things better. You just scare people away from your company, actually, right? I feel like if you try doing things from a different perspective, which is being empathic with your employees, like actually caring for your employees instead of just barking orders, and you know, feel like that would be 10 times better rather than just like freaking being so detached. I don't know how to say it in. I don't know how to. I don't know what's the word. But it's something like that. It's like emotion. Like there's no emotion. Everything's so serious. But here's the thing. Here's the important thing. Here's my theory. It was like I was thinking like, okay, so what caused him like a boss? He was not always a boss. He had to get there, right? How? What was the process or his way of thinking in order to get there, right? Because he was probably an employee, right? When he started the job, right? He was like, he had this goal, right? I'm gonna get there. You know, I'm gonna be a boss one day. And the whole process of it, I feel like they got it the wrong way. They achieved it. They achieved the position because they have the courage to do what it takes. But they don't know. They haven't learned. Like, this is the part where when the emotional stuff comes. They don't understand. They're not emotionally intelligent. They don't know how to like handle people correctly. You know what I mean? I feel like that's where my theory was going. Like, because like you see them, like they treat people badly, like the employees. Like, I mean, not everybody, right? I'm not saying every single person in charge of a company is like this, but the time, not gonna lie, most of the time we see this. No, it shouldn't be normal. Like there needs to be like some like need to apply this rule of like being in charge is knowing what it is to be a leader. Being a leader is not someone who barks orders and is emotionally detached from everyone. Oh, I don't have the. Oh! Slime! Which is the hunter actually. And is Anyways, I don't think I ended up telling what happened at that room. So we entered the room, right? Here comes the whole thing. Um, he gets mad, and then he's like tells like someone there, and the employee, and he's like, I don't know. I wish I could remember what he said, man. I'm so sorry. But like they were trying to explain, right? Like the whole process. Because he was mad that they were starting the project without like without the following the protocol. Wait, but it wasn't even like that. They were following the protocol. Nobody was adding anything yet. Um, but the thing is, it was just whether they made a mistake. It like gets so mad so quickly. It's like, hey, why don't you like listen first? And it's like they're not like adding anything. They're not doing anything. They're just testing stuff to be ready. That's all. That was like the beginning, you know, like that what protocol said. Just test the whole thing, so that when they said like when they like where they all had the go ahead, it was ready and they wouldn't like delay, you know. But like I saw this like lady, she was like explaining, and I could hear her voice, her face. I could see it in the face of the employees there. They were scared. Oi, Rocho, come on. I'm so sorry, Rocho. Should we go save her? Oh, she's gone. What? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We lost everybody. Oh no. Only the Freddy guy and the Bonnie guy were the ones that made it out. The Minecraft zombies. Anyway, so I saw that. So I saw how like in memory of Alice and Rocho. May they rest in peace. So yeah, like I saw it in their faces how scared they were at the moment they were talking. I was like I feel empathic with them because why do you have to deal with that every day, man? Like, why do we have to live this way? We gotta go someplace that we don't like, and we gotta like listen like the boss yelling at our ears of what we're doing wrong. It's like I get it if they get mad at you when you keep making the same mistake and you're not listening, then yeah, right? Like, come on, like it's okay to like get mad because the guy's not listening and they're like breaking and affecting everybody else, right? But I don't know, it's just something that I noticed, and that most of the people that are in charge, they don't know how to be a leader. Because a boss, what we call a boss, is supposed to be a leader, and they don't know how to be a leader, right? And oh my god, what happened? So that was all that I'm gonna talk. Let me see if I something else I was gonna say. I don't remember. What else was I going to say? I had something else to say, but I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. It's kind of something why I like to. That's why I don't want to depend on a company, man, because I hate someone being on my back 99% of the time at work. I mean, you can find a good job, right? I'm not saying that all jobs are like that. But what I'm saying is that most of the time it happens, and it's annoying because you don't like. We're talking about your life here, like why, like, why do we have to waste it away in a job that we hate? Huh? I mean, it's no excuse to like start doing what you want. You know, like you can do whatever you want in life. But we live in a system that demands stuff, right? Demands money and demand like there's things you gotta pay, and they make it in a way so that you have to like work a job because they need working bees. escaping seems not impossible. I know that it's not impossible and we shouldn't think like that. We shouldn't think that it's impossible. We are able to do it. But you just like some point I'm scared. I'm like see like all the employees there and like their faces are so tired. I know that they don't want to be there, but I get it that they have to pay for stuff and that's something they don't have a choice because then also getting a job is fucking impossible. Like, how does this system want for people to survive? Like, I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong, you know. I might be wrong. I might be seeing things from a wrong perspective. Shit, a boomer. What is it? Who is this guy? Where are you? Why are you running away? Huh? Who's running away? Anyways, just thought I would take my thoughts on that. Because I don't know, it's just something that I'm kind of scared of to like end up in a like trapped in a job and stuff. I don't know.
Go upstairs.
Cheers. Cheers. Oh my goodness! No! Get out of here! Run! Oh, I got you guys. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm going, road chat. I'm going. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ah, no! 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 Help! Help me! No! Oh. Okay. Anyway, it's just goofing around. Can't believe I'm already gonna. Oh man, I want to talk some more stuff, but I think I forgot. I forgot. I don't know if that was what I was gonna say, but I thought I wanted to share that whole leadership thing. Because it's, I just feel like it's really, really important to know that boss, like what we know as a boss, not always what we think it should be. You need to know how to be a leader, and a leader doesn't just bark orders. But you need to know how to communicate with people. You need to know how to lead a group. Not by yelling. So, oh my goodness. Ah, this guy came out of nowhere, man. Well, he came out of the front of the door. But, whatever. Oh, shoot! No, no, I didn't even saw him. Oh my god. What's going on, man? I didn't even saw the boomer here. Where is he? You guys kill him? Because those guys explode. Oh, 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 killed him. Oh, great. We just called. I just shot a car and there's more of them coming. But yeah, part of my mission is like I can't believe that your whole life is gonna be based on like working some stupid job like that. That's what I'm here for. To fucking work sorry for the bad word. Work some stupid job I hate just because I need to pay bills. I mean, of course, it's all about mentality. It's all about like focusing on what you really want, and of course, I'm gonna. That's what's keeping me sane, you know. But sometimes there's just times where you just feel tired. You're like trying and it's not working out, and it's like, oh man, you know, I'm like, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Or like, what can I do to get to where I want to be? No, this is your whole life we're talking about. You want to make sure that it's meaningful to you. You don't want to be like controlled, because like the whole job stuff, you feel like you're trapped. You don't feel free. No, like it's so much better to work on something that you enjoy, that obviously gives you money. You set your times and everything, and it's just like it's freedom, you know, like you feel free, you set your times, and you're not like wasting your time. Like it's not about not doing anything, like sitting in a, excuse me, sitting around doing nothing. That's not the point. The point is actually focusing on what you want to do. But this system forces you to focus on what the system needs so that you can survive in it, because you were brought here, just one day you just wake up and you're a human being, and you go to school, and then you're like, what am I doing here? When did I approve coming here? I don't want to get into existential stuff, right? It does happen quite a lot, especially to me. Just kind of like think about so much of like the reason why we're here, and like everything. I mean, you create your own meaning, of course, and all that. Sometimes you feel forced into doing stuff that you don't want because you just have to. But I hate, like it. You know, like I have all these projects in mind and everything. Just my whole goal is to be able to live off something that I can create. Not having to depend on a company. Like that's a witch. Oh, no, 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 no. I wasn't looking at you. Not looking. I have my eyes closed. Not looking at you, witch. I was there when it was written. Hey! Wait. No! No, 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 dude, please, please, no, no. I wasn't looking at you, I promise. I promise. Hey, I closed my eyes. I wasn't looking at her. Oh. No, 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 no. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Sorry, Rojo. So yeah, this is one of those nights where I just want to talk about stuff, life. Enjoy doing that. Of course, we cannot have a mentality of negativity because, I mean, believe whatever you want to believe, but I believe that if you have negative mentality daily, that's what you're going to attract, and it's just not gonna, I'm not gonna risk it, you know? But I do feel like sometimes it's okay to express and everything, you know? It's fine, like, you need to express, you need to talk, but just don't let that be your whole way of living, because you're gonna feel miserable, and you're probably gonna end up in a place you don't want to end up, I mean, you don't want to be, so... Ooh. Ha 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 ha, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Get in, Rochelle! Anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share.